one last installment about this trigger that I experienced today. I came home and felt like I needed to ground myself, needed to stabilize myself. So since it was a flight response and a freeze response primarily, I took myself away from the rest of my family and found this nice corner to sit in, and I've just been pressing my back against the wall to like feel the stability, the solidness of the space that I'm in. And then a lot of this I'm just intuitively leading. This isn't prescriptive, but I just thought it might be helpful for someone who hasn't dealt with their own triggers, or who doesn't know how to validate their own intuition on following the needs of their triggers, to like just see an example of how I nurture myself through my triggers. Because with a flight or a freeze response, our bodies are telling us that we're in danger and that we need to get away, to be safe. And since we don't usually as adults have like caretakers or attachment figures who can make everything okay for us, we kind of like have to sculpt nurturance out of our environment. And for me, that meant finding this corner and just pressing my back into the corner, and then like kind of like wrapping myself up, like cocooning myself in my own arms. And obviously I'm holding the phone, so I can't do it with both of my arms, but I've been just holding myself with both arms and kind of curling in on myself to hold very still, because that's what the freeze response is asking me to do. And as I felt myself just allow that freeze response to stabilize my body, my breathing slowed down, my heart slowed down. I kind of felt like the weight settle in my body a little deeper. And after a few minutes, I was able to like start loosening up. And then I wanted to lift up my head, which was not the case while I was in the freeze response. I wanted to be ducked down and protected, but at some point I wanted to lift up my head. And then I could start like sighing or expressing in a way that like let the energy fully restabilize. And I don't know that I'll be completely back to normal. That might take a few hours. But when we're dealing with, a rise in a triggered response, just slowing down and responding to those very basic primal needs from the body can start to turn the whole day around again in your favor. Good luck.